For my 5 week project and my Imagine project, I wanted to create a Star Wars parody, which I have done using After Effects and iMovie. Um, for my first shot, in After Effects, I created a plane, I guess you could say, that had my text flying up, which all I did was move the Z axis up and down over time. Very simple. And to create my beginning kind of shot little thing, I kind of just put two or three images in Photoshop, which I also use, and not overlaid them, but like put them side by side and made them just fly down, I guess. The little white dots was just paintbrush, and I just resized them and made different opacities, making them more like stars. Skip through here. So the main focus of this was making a lightsaber, I used Saber, which is a free plugin, and for After Effects, which uses not lightsabers, but lasers, which can be used for laser guns, lightsabers, many other things. And they have several different options, as you can tell from this picture. But there's so many more, like at least probably 50. And you can even customize them however you want. It was pretty fun customizing them. So for me, each frame, I had to pretty much move the lightsaber. So from right there to there is one frame, there's 2 points, one right here and one right here, that I had to move. That process of moving each frame took several hours, and it was a little annoying and tedious, I would say, but it was fun. I would definitely recommend this as a project. Also, in some shots, I had to create, what's the word? A mask. And I had to basically invert the mask in order to create a, the effect that the lightsaber is behind something, which also made it even more tedious because I also had to move the mask every frame. So yeah. Here, to make it look like I'm using the Force to push or pull, this door, all I used was a stool back here to make sure that the door doesn't keep on going, and had my brother stand off to the right, way over there, with a string tied to the door, and he just pulled it right as I, in quotes, pulled the door with the Force. That was probably one of the cool shots that I would say. One thing that I could work on is lighting. I was really focused on the sabers, and the story, which I could say that I could improve upon the story as well. Then, no, it's not this shot. Right here. Okay, this scene right here, I would say is like my worst scene because when you play it in in full, as you can see in a few spots, if I rewind it, okay, right there. See right here, that's the ruler that my brother and I use to make sure that we don't that there's a blocking point, so there's no the fighting isn't off. Um, well, when I was not rendering, but I guess rendering the sabers out into a movie, it for some reason this scene they didn't want to do. It was not rendering completely from my brother's saber, which is weird. I couldn't figure out why, but yeah, I had some trouble with that. I didn't like that a whole lot. See right here as well. There's several little tiny frames that it did that. Right there, especially. So that scene was pretty bad, I would say. Not my favorite scene. And for each light strike,
Rebuild the Pendai Order.
you can hear. I think I overlaid several sounds to make this lightsabers hitting, swinging, just the buzz, and all of that. I had several sounds that I just got offline or online free. The transition. The ending scene, I wanted it to be more like of a dream because I wasn't sure how I wanted to end it. My original idea was to have Pendo, my main character, fly off into a ship and create like a warping effect, but I just didn't have enough time and I didn't really know how to. So I just decided to create a dream that the whole movie was an actual dream. And kudos to Mrs. Crable. She's like, whenever Vision Tech needs a role for a teacher, everyone always goes to Mrs. Crable because she's just an awesome teacher. And also a cool little, I guess it's an Easter egg. It's these two pens is actually what my brother and I used when fighting. You can't really see it that well, but that's what we used. And also, funny Easter egg that I didn't even really notice is I did a Star Wars parody and Star Wars is in the background, and also Mickey Mouse. Cool thing. My song, and right there, it switches immediately on the beat. I really like that. It's really good. Also, if you didn't notice, I also had a little slight hint of a Force sound when ending, right? It kind of builds up to the beat of the song, right? Starting now. It's barely hearable, but it's still there, and I like it as well. So yeah, that's my movie.